Hey guys, John Kaminsky here for Game and Sound. 2017 now. Finally getting to an episode. Got a little bit of a cold. Don't know why that happened. I hardly ever get sick, and I just had a cold a month ago. Well, anyhow, here I am, and I had a little idea I wanted to put up right now. Using chromatic, little passing tones and things. I may have spoken about this before, but I don't know if I've done it quite this way, but we'll see. I can hopefully figure out a way to make this useful to you. So, okay, let's just pick one chord, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. My point is you can get to using scales and arpeggios and things like that, but you can also throw in chromatics in case you don't want to always be thinking about scalar arpeggios, but if you still keep in mind the intervals of the changes that you're on, and of course some of the muscle memory with the scales and arpeggios will still be there, but if you can stick in a little bit of these chromatic ideas along with them, it give you a lot more choices, or maybe a lot more ingredients in your lines. I don't know if that works for a metaphor, but anyhow. So let's pick one at a time. So it could be a major, what key? I don't care. Let's see, D major. So play D major 7 chord. So it could be in any kind of, thing, meaning major, dominant, or minor type situation. We'll do those for now, I guess. So D major 7. So so right there, I'm already using chromatics. Basically the same within D major, but so I slide in here to let's see what's that. If I slide into the 5th. Or I could pick into it. See. But I'm always landing on the notes I know is going to sound pretty solid. So, the 5th, the 3rd, sometimes a 6 or something, but or the 7, the root. It's another thing you do. It's kind of like you catapult yourself into something. Using a chromatic little trill thing, I like to do. I don't know if it's from listening to horn players or what it is, but somehow that's stuck in my head, and I've been using that a lot. In fact, probably too much. So I need some new licks, maybe. But yeah. So you can pick a note. So this would be the 3rd off of in D major, right? Your F sharp. So the 3rd to the 4th. So to the 2nd to the flat 2. Back up. Just that little thing right there. So see what I did. There's a nice little one right there. So if you want to get to that 7th too. So here we go. So we got, see, chromatic all the way up to the 5th. 6, flat 7 to the major 7. I did a little something different. I'm very non-consistent. So here, let's try and get this right. kind of variation of that. There I went from the 5 up to the 6 chromatically. So, well, that doesn't work, but see, here's another one. Starting in the 3rd again. There it is, ready. The same thing, only an octave higher. And it doesn't have to be you know, it could be a whole set. But as long as you put another little thing there, 5 to the flat 5. I prefer to call it sharp 4, sharp 11, since it's from the major, the D major. So you get that Lydian sound. Even if you're not playing in a Lydian mode. So you can get in there, as long as you don't stay hanging on it. Yeah. So there's one way. Another way is on the 7th chord. So see, it's a dominant. So like Mixolydian, right? So think Mixolydian. Same thing. You can do similar things. So I'm bouncing off the 3rd and the 4th. Walking my way up to the 5th. You can do it here too, so you can go from the 6th to the flat 7. 5th. Walk your way up to the root. You know, it's just what... See, the better at this you get. You start to almost use every note on the fingerboard. So, you know, that's another thing about it, that you feel like the more comfortable you get with certain things, and you know what they're going to sound like ahead of time, then you can make any note pretty much work. It's just what you intend to play. So, which is what we're all trying to do, right? So anyways, let's go to a minor. In a minor situation, there I go again. So bouncing off of the 4 to the 3. I mean, the 2 to the 3, sorry. A minor 3rd. 1, minor 3rd. 1, 2, minor 3rd. So let's use that as a little turn catapult thing. There you go. So there, I'm just moving my way down. Chromatic. Chromatic. Now, I was using that with a Dorian in mind. If it's a straight minor Aeolian, that flat 5 works kind of nice. Still works. Mess around with those ideas and see what you think, and get back to me on that. Please write something in. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, so you can write me some notes what you'd like to see. Okay, I'll see you next time, and hope your 2017 starting out great. It's not a big deal. It's another year, right? I mean, some people make a big deal. Hopefully, this will be a good one for everybody. That's kind of hoping for too much, I guess, but hope yours is good. Talk soon.